It is hot out here, way too hot. Sometimes up to 100 degrees and more. And that's a problem for players and teams. You see, heat robs an athlete of power, stamina, mental focus. In extreme conditions, it can be disabling and sometimes even kill. And until now, the only way to beat the heat was to drink more fluids or through the use of intravenous fluid replacement.
After a game or you're losing so much weight, like you might lose 12 pounds after a game of just water weight, there's just no way to be able to replace those fluids quick enough. Before the game, I would try to hydrate the best I could, drink so much water till I had to go to the bathroom like every 5 minutes. And that would help me get through the first half, but you could not drink water fast enough, quick enough to get totally hydrated. And so by the end of the game, you end up having to have the IVs to get the water weight back into you.
But now, a revolutionary new product is about to change all that. It's called the Temperature Management System, or TMS, and it acts like a player's own personal air conditioning system. It's an amazing product. It was created by the same folks who developed Gatorade at the University of Florida. It works. It's already been proven on the field of play by a number of NFL and college teams.
John Scott, the equipment supervisor of the Indianapolis Colts, had this to say. We used the TMS system on approximately 20 of our players on a very warm day in Jacksonville. Our players loved it. The overwhelming response from them was that it was extremely refreshing throughout the game and really cooled them down. They all expressed hope that we would continue to use the TMS system. Our players' response was very positive, and we look forward to using the TMS system in cold weather conditions as well.
Teams look at TMS as the ultimate performance enhancer. So, let's see how it works.
It's a very simple process. There's a compressor that we hook a hose up to, and the hose comes from the compressor directly into the core cooler. Once it goes into the core cooler, we have an air system in there that is controlled by copper tubing that cools the air down from the compressor that then delivers it to the shoulder pad. It goes into the core cooler at approximately 110 to 120 degrees. It then can be delivered at any temperature that you desire, from 34 to 55 degrees. The temperature is controlled simply by ice. We fill the core cooler up with ice. The warm air goes over the ice, filters it, makes it cool, and then delivers it to the shoulder pad. When a player comes off the football field and comes to the sideline, the trainer can come over and attend to the player. The coaches can come and talk to the players while he's hooked up. There's no interference, there's no sound, there's nothing to distract the player from doing his own field duties.
By the way, in case you thought we'd forgotten about player comfort and performance during the frigid midwinter months in Green Bay, Buffalo, and New England, well, TMS can help there too.
Initially, the Research Foundation at the University of Florida approached this whole concept for the purpose of heat-related illnesses. As we've gotten into this and developed it and worked with teams such as the Green Bay Packers, we realize that there's a great need also to warm the body during the frigid days of playing football. It's a very simple process. There are two 2,000 BTU heaters. Instead of having ice in the cooler, you have water in the cooler. Those heaters heat the water up to 109 degrees. That air then is delivered to the player up to 130 degrees. That allows the core to remain warm and the muscles to remain flexible and ready to play.
There are a number of reasons to consider TMS. Less heat stress means less cramping, less heat-induced fatigue, less of a chance of heat stroke or maybe even worse. And of course, there are some legal concerns. But the number one reason to consider TMS, it works. The temperature management system gives each player their own individual air conditioner. It's simple, it's safe, and it's proven to work where it counts most, out here on the field. TMS, it's ready to go to work for you today.
What's exciting to me personally is we've never had a negative response. Trainer, doctor, player, equipment manager, coach, anybody that didn't immediately see the benefits to having this for their players.
I can only believe that this system would help the players throughout the game, help the team have fresher players out there on the field, have healthier players out there on the field. be sharper at the end of the game, and hopefully, and we all know the bottom line is winning games, so having your freshest player out there at the end of the game was when it's most important.
Gordon Batty, the equipment supervisor of the Green Bay Packers, said, "We were the first NFL team to purchase the TMS system. Our players really love it." Bubba Franks, our all-pro tight end, said, "Where has this been?" And Amon Green stated that he felt more refreshed and energized throughout the game. Our medical staff is excited about the TMS system and its use in hot weather games. It cools under the pads and jerseys better than anything we have tried. We look forward to the continued use of the TMS system in hot and cold weather games. And Tim Sain, the equipment supervisor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, added, "The response from our players has been very favorable. Comments I heard were, 'This feels great. I love it. And why wouldn't the athletes want this?' The guys with the heat problems took advantage of the time we had the system."